Youngstown, Ohio, when the mob ran deep. If you from Youngstown, Ohio, you probably heard the old heads say, you don't know what Youngstown used to be like. And they ain't just talking about the steel mills. We're talking about mob wars, illegal gambling, political corruption, assassinations and disappearances, and bombs. Welcome to the real history of Youngstown, Ohio. I'm your boy Cashmere Medic. Town U.S.A. In 1963, the Saturday Evening Post put national attention on Mahoning Valley with a story calling it Town U.S.A. Youngstown had become notorious for organized crime and bombings. And here's why. This little Ohio city became so important. Youngstown sits right between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Both cities had mafia organizations with interests in the Mahoning Valley. So Youngstown basically became contested territory. Actually, there was money to fight over. Illegal gambling, bookmaking, poker machines, jukeboxes and vending machines operations. Man, it was kind of crazy. Loan sharking and other rackets. But when somebody stepped on the wrong toes, Youngstown became famous for something completely different. Car bombs. People weren't just getting threatened. Cars and buildings were getting blown up. Imagine pissing somebody off and wondering, hey, should I start my car today? Hell no. I'm taking the damn bus, straight up. Hey, but here's something important. Don't let mob movies make this shit look glamorous. One of Youngstown's most horrific bombings happened in 1962. Charlie Carabbia was killed by a car bomb. His 11-year-old son, Tommy, was also killed in a car bomb, together. Hey, look, that's the reality behind these stories. It wasn't just mobsters hurting each other. You know, families get destroyed too. Everybody gets a loss at all costs, at all sides. And then you had names that became legendary in Youngstown mob history. Jimmy, Two Gun, Prato, the Naples family, the Carabbia brothers, and later Lenny Strollo. And this is where everything get real crazy, because I'm gonna break this down to you straight up. Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. On one side, you had the Carabbia brothers associated with the Cleveland faction, right? And on the other side, you had Jimmy Prato and Joey Naples associated with Pittsburgh. Bro, a city the size of Youngstown had bigger mafia organizations fighting over who got what. Man, the gambling territory was about money. You couldn't just set up wherever you wanted to be. You had to cross into somebody else's backyard. Crazy. Now you got a real problem on your hands that you can't get rid of. You feel me? That's Youngstown for you, G. Then comes one of the biggest mysteries. Youngstown mob history. December 1980. Charlie the Carabbia disappears. Gone. His body has never been found. Years later, Lenny Strollo became a government witness. Strollo testified that he made a phone call that helped lure Charlie to the meeting where he disappeared forever. Later on, when prosecutors asked Strollo if he set Charlie up, you know what he said? He explained it all. He said that was part of the plan. Bro, imagine hearing that shit in federal court, that somebody just set you up forever and have you wiped off the face of the earth. Man, that's some real gangster shit for real. Gangster shit. With Charlie gone, the Pittsburgh connected faction gained enormous power in Youngstown, Ohio. Eventually, Joey Naples became one of the Valley's most powerful organized crime family and figures in the world. But then, August 19, 1991, Joey Naples was at the site where his new house was being built at. A sniper shot killed him. One of Youngstown's biggest mob bosses ever. Taken out in broad daylight. And his murder remains one of the Valley's most unheard murders ever. After Naples died, Lenny Strollo rose to the top. And Strollo later admitted something that explains how organized crime worked. And he explained how he could survive for so long. Corruption. Strollo testified that he paid public officials to protect his operations through all them years. That's what you know. But it's something to realize here that the mob wasn't powerful because they were scared of people or scared of getting shot. They was powerful because if they had a little bit of money and got people on the inside of the system, they gonna get away with everything in the world. That's how that goes, bro. Then Christmas Eve, 1996, Paul Gaines had just been elected Mahoning County Prosecutor. Before he even took office, a gunman entered his home and shot him. Gaines nearly died that day on Christmas, but hey, shit, he survived. Federal prosecutors later connected an attempted assassination to Strollo's organization, bro. Think about how bold that is, bro. A mob boss go take a hit at a prosecutor. Like, you basically saying, like, we don't like the prosecutor, we just gonna shoot him. And that ain't no damn gangster movie. That's Youngstown. Stop playing, bro. It's dangerous where we live out here. That shit rough. You don't believe the mob take over shit? It do. The corruption took over shit too. Strollo got jammed up. And then the thing nobody wanted the mob boss to do was what? It happened. That's what happened. He started being a rap. He started talking. That's what they all do, bro. Strollo became a government witness. He testified about corruption, mob operations, drug operations, violence, tactical schemes, and Charlie Carabbia's disappearance. God damn. Once the boss started telling everything, it was over with, bro. And Youngstown mob structure is basically finished. It's over, bro. So when people say the mafia controlled everybody in Youngstown, hey, that's going too far. It really is. Because not everybody was corrupt. But a lot of it was. Not every politician was bought like trafficking in them. Like in Youngstown, people just living their regular lives, man. Straight up. Organized crime has serious influence over gambling businesses, criminals, and corrupt public officials. And in Mahoning Valley, shit's crazy, right? So that shit was real. You know, there should be a movie about this. Youngstown wasn't New York, bro. But it sure wasn't Chicago. And it sure damn wasn't Las Vegas. But damn, but somehow this little city in northeast Ohio ended up with one of the wildest organized crime in history. In America history. That's why when an old head tells you, boy, Youngstown used to be different, you need to listen to him. You might want to pay attention and sit down because he's telling you the truth. I'm out of here, y'all.